a California man totally gets the importance of hugs. In fact, he gives them out for free. I want you to meet Nwadike. He started the Free Hugs Project after the Boston Marathon bombing. He thought the world could use a few more hugs. So now this young man travels the country. He gives out free hugs, and in fact, he's really started a movement in the process. I may very well end up in tears because my brother, give me your hand. Oh. You and I are cut from a similar cloth. We believe that hugs can heal.
Absolutely.
Where did that come from? I love the t-shirt, by the way. Free hugs. Just in case anybody had any doubt.
Yeah.
Where did this come from? Where did this spirit of... It's a spirit of love.
Right.
Where did that come from in you?
Being a race organizer and seeing the...
a race organizer, you mean you are a runner?
Yeah, correct. Yeah. Yep. So I started running. I was homeless as a teen growing up, and running was kind of my outlet. Yeah. And fortunately, it led to me getting a scholarship to college. And so I felt like it gave me purpose. Okay. So eventually I started a race to kind of pay it forward to the homeless shelters that helped me out when I was down. And so when I saw the bombing of the Boston Marathon, it hit very close to home for me because, you know, just how much it's uplifted my life, the sport has. And so I wanted to be that example of love at that event. And,
but a hug, it's simple.
Yeah.
It's free.
It's very easy.
It's easy to do. What made you think of something so simple? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Because sometimes we think, oh, it's got to be a tough solution. We got to go deep on this.
Right.
It's a simple act.
Yeah, I'm surprised by the response and even where it's led me because how simple it is, you know? And so it makes you realize that maybe there's not enough people doing it today, you know? Or like in the clip we were watching, people make it seem awkward, and it doesn't have to be. It's just
well, and
simple.
maybe, you know, sometimes when we're struggling, we lost a family member here at HLN and CNN, and sometimes words escape us, and sometimes that act. I watched the video of you hugging police officers in Dallas. Yeah. How do people react at first? Because especially when they're in the throes of grief.
It's amazing. You know, you'll find how many people actually need those hugs. And after doing it so long now, it's been about, what, 2.5 years since the bombing of the Boston Marathon, so people have begun to recognize my work. And so showing up in Dallas, like at that time of grief when everyone was still kind of trying to understand the shooting of the 5 police officers there, and just being there to embrace people, police officers, citizens. It was very powerful and very well received too. I think people really needed it.
I think it's terrific what you are being able to do. Let me ask you a little hugging etiquette. I tried to slow down my hugs for a while, and I just felt like I had to get out and just be free with them because I think they're beautiful.
Yes.
Do you think men or women are better huggers? Do you have any, or old, young? What are your thoughts? Let's get to
That's a really good question. Strangely, men are better huggers than women.
Really?
Right? Like some of the hugs that I've received over the past few years. Good, strong men hugs, right?
Do you ever get rejected for a hug? Like people, hey man, stay out of my space.
I don't really go in for hugs. I'm more.
You let them
keep it
come
inviting.
to you.
Correct. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. And so, I mean, you would have to kind of wear a shirt like that.
Let's see the shirt.
Yeah.
Well, can I actually allow you to participate in something that we have been doing here?
Of course.
We are debuting something like that here on our show. Hugs like the ones that you've seen are just something you have to deal with when you come on my show here. You're going to get hugged. We have created a hug wall of fame. You can see the board there with pictures of all of the guests who've come on the show and as my producers say, endured my embrace in the first 8 weeks of the show. And we actually have a digital version of the hug wall of fame here. You can find that on our Facebook and our Twitter pages. So we want you to take a look. You'll see some friends that you recognize. And then what we also want you to do is pass a hug today along to someone you know, or to maybe even someone you don't know. It'll do you good.
Absolutely.
So what do you say we give a few out as we get a break? Okay, you're coming. You're getting a hug first.
Yeah, get them on the camera.
We'll be right back. Come here. Don't run from us. Hug me.
Oh, wait, behind us.